Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to continue on with the Silver Lantern Archive, specifically with Dragonlance, the Banners of War. Our party, of course, finds themselves in a spot of trouble as they have started attack they may not be ready for, but hey, that's how it goes. As for how they ended up into this situation, our local bard will catch you up.
Heidi ho! Last time on the Adventures of Rocky Bullwinkle, our party is in the woods, and they find a abandoned-looking camp. Um, Talio is starting to creep forward to investigate, but finds a sword to the back of his head. Turns out that this is Becklin, and scowls Talio for being such a poor stealther. So after some conversation, finds out that Backlund is hunting for a creature, the mysterious giant creature that's been destroying the forest. And party is all happy for this and decide they will go out and look for it in the morning. So preparations are made to take watches. And during one of the watches, Becklin comes out and takes Raz out into the forest. When after a few minutes of walk, they approach a lake, and Becklin points out several characters out to Raz. They seem to be these large creatures that we were hunting for, but they don't appear to be wild creatures. They seem to be a little more social, a little more intelligent, as two of them are drinking while two of them are acting as lookouts. They return back to camp, and in the morning they explain what they saw, and they decide to head out and follow the tracks. After a few hours of walking, the party arrives at the ruined terrace, and they quietly make their way up the terrace, and they run into a pack of creatures, the same ones from the pond. Maybe we'll find out. This starts combat and quickly devolves into what looks like a mobbing of the party.
Fair. Go ahead and take that hero point as we rejoin the combat. We are going to be starting off with one of the creatures. This one is currently locked in place and needs to attempt to escape. Is it at the beginning of your turn, Zinnia, or at the end? Where is your thing? Starts its turn. Gotcha. Oh, it's why isn't okay. There we go. Alrighty. It is gonna make its strength save, and it is going to succeed, immediately breaking free of the tether.
No.
As it
That's
is
not good.
going to take advantage of the missing Taleo to rush forward and attempt to bite the Zinnia. Actually, it's moved quite a way, so it's going to try to ram Zinnia. That is going to be a 7, so Zinnia manages to dodge out of the way.
Okay, cool. Good.
This one over here is going to attack Becklin. Going for a bite with advantage. That is a 20, getting through Becklin and getting them on the leg, dishing out 4 damage. Actually, it's got disadvantage, so that is a 7, so it misses. Because somebody used Vicious Mockery, if I'm not mistaken. They've also got Rosalie's ward mark. Alrighty. More importantly, though, this bugger is coming barreling over everything. As they come out here, and they come rushing down this way, blasting through that wall.
Yeah.
As if
So
it
much for our
wasn't
checkpoint.
even there.
Did the tether get it?
It attempted to, but it ripped right through.
Yeah.
As it has arrived. But it takes its action to break down that wall, which is going to bring us to these guys. These guys are going to attempt to break free. He is also going to manage to break free, sprinting under his compatriot. And going... You're going to go this way. Here, going for Rosalie. That is going to be a 16 against her, which is going to hit, dishing out a total of 14 damage against Rosalie. As the first thing Rosalie is going to, or that is going to happen when that happens, this dear Xenia is going to throw down a ward to protect her sister,
And rolled pretty damn well on that damage. Function.
leaving 6 on that action. Which then brings us to this one. It needs to try to escape the tether. It is going to succeed as well, as it is going to come charging down this way, going to attack Dara.
Okay.
That is a 25, since it has flanking, for 9 piercing damage.
9 heard. And I'll give you a Constitution saving throw because I've got my plus active. Cool. Stays up.
Do you have your bless?
Yeah. I gave it to like myself, Taleo, and Steve.
Oh, okay. Thought Rosalie had it up. Alright. But, so that is the 9 piercing. Brings us to Dara. Dara, what you up to?
Rose, I'm pretty sure that's my bless.
Mm.
I mean, I know I had bless up on some people, but I mean, yeah, I still gotta roll for it. Anyways, we need to start beating a strategic retreat, so I will take the disengage action, and I'm gonna start backing up. 10, 15, let's see what's probably the most optimal. 16 or 20 feet. I think I'm 50. And I need to stay within range to keep Zinnia safe, like interception. Okay, sorry, I guess I just kind of just a quick question on interception. So as long as I'm within 5 feet of Zinnia, correct? So say I
Correct.
was right there, and Zinnia got attacked by that one that's bloodied.
Correct.
I can still use the intercept. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Okay, because that does actually change where I want to place myself then. So yeah, I'll move down to there, so that way I can stay within 5 feet of Zinnia. That was my main action to disengage. I don't recall. Yeah, these are all first level spells, so knowing those are bonus actions. So yeah, I guess that's where I'll go, and hope and pray we can get this alive.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to Rosalie. Rosalie is going to attempt another ward. Constitution save. They are going to manage to put it back on that creature down next to Becklin. Then they are going to take a moment to throw out some healing magic towards Dara. Rosalie. So Rosalie, take some extra HP.
I'll be right back.
We'll hold 6 of it to Dara.
6 heard.
Which then brings us to this Strider up here. They are going to attempt to break free. They also are going to succeed. Rushing forward this way. And actually, they want to go over here. They want to stay out of the way of that big creature. They're going to attack Zinnia. They are going to crit Zinnia, dishing out a total of 16 damage.
In which case,
No,
that's when I'll use my interception.
Yep. Bringing it down to 8. Williams.
Later.
All right. I'm not a soldier here, but maybe a strategic retreat is in order. And let's Bane the big guy.
So you're
And,
switch that
drop
damage
on
from the small guy to
your
the big guy.
current.
It will drop. Yeah, it will drop the one that's currently baned.
Okay, so the big guy and who else?
The two that are around Zinni.
Gotcha. Let's roll that charisma save.
Oh, I also want to use a hero point to give disadvantage to the big guy on its saving throw.
Cool. They all fail.
Good
Awesome.
job.
And taking my own advice, I will skedaddle 30 feet, letting Raz protect me.
Yeah.
Did he protect you?
Yes.
I don't fucking think so. You're like twice the size of me.
Oh,
You're both equally as squishy.
Can I persuade you to stand right in front of me right there?
Fuck you.
That is Williams' turn.
Alrighty. Got all kinds of pollen out today. As that is going to bring us to this one who wants Raz. So they're running this way.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an attack of opportunity. Oh, they got packed stuff.
I'm looking.
Nah.
Do. Alrighty. Both Becklin, Steve, and Hetzler will get attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
Becklin will miss.
Oh.
Steve will hit. Which means you also
Oh,
get
nice.
sneak attack because Becklin.
Oh, that's
Hetzler
true.
will miss.
That. And then.
Your sneak's already in there, so 11
Oh, was
damage.
it? Okay. Oh, I clicked it afterwards. Gotcha.
So
11.
they are going to get over there and try to bite Raz. Actually, they went for a full run, so they're going to try to ram. Alright, they're going to crit the hell out of Raz.
Okay.
No, razzle dazzle.
Rosalie, what's your range? 1 out. Dang.
Damn.
They tried. That is going to be 18 damage to Raz.
Raz goes down.
Alrighty.
I had exactly 18 hit points.
No.
Wizards, baby.
As you see Raz go bouncing down the stairs unconscious.
Yeah, just have her bounce down the stairs. He headbutted her, so she's moving that way.
This one's going to take the dash action, which frees it from attacks of opportunity. Getting all the way down in Hessler's face. Steve.
Although, to be fair, I think the only one that could have done it anyways would have been Rosalie, because Steve and I already burned our reactions.
Steve is going to smash this guy. Got my sneak attack. Bang.
That is a 15. That is going to hit. 8 damage.
And then Steve is going to use his cunning action and disengage. And then that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get down here by Razzle Dazzle. And I think, yep, that would be everything I got.
Gotcha. That will bring us to this one, who is going to be rushing over here and trying to bite Rosalie. Will be a 20 if it's going to hit. Dishing out 11 damage to them. 5 of it gets through. The barrier they have around them is shattered. Bringing us to this one, who's going to try to attack Becklin. $18. That's going to hit. Doing 6 damage to Beck. Brings us to Raz, who's unconscious. Need a save.
Okay, do you want me to roll that privately or to you
Yes,
just in
roll it
public?
privately.
Privately, okay, let me toggle DM rolls.
Spellcaster down. Spellcaster is down.
I just need to turn on the setting. Whisper toggle, there we go.
You got this, Ollie. Raz.
You're gonna jinx me!
Pray to the devil dice.
Gotcha. Brings us to Becklin, who is going to hold their ground. They are going to strike with their longsword. That's going to be a miss. Unfortunately, that brings us to this guy who's going to try to escape over here. He's going to crit. So he's going to come rushing down here after Zinnia. Go for a ram. He's going to hit with a 20. 12 damage to Zinnia, but Rosalie is going to throw up a barrier this time. There's only 2 of that gets through.
Were any of those attacks with the Bane creatures?
No.
Okay.
That brings us to Zinnia. Zinnia is going to take that action to disengage and back off. We're going to attempt to recharge. They're going to get their recharge. They've gone 30, so they've gone... Actually, they're going to stop here. They are going to... They are going to throw down a new anchor. Moving it here.
Nice.
Try to catch people in it again. Or no, they can't. They used disengage. So Zinnia only has their bonus action as they are going to attempt to shove that one off. Actually, no, what they're going to do is use their bonus action to use Battlefield Command to get Dara, Rosalie, and Becklin moving.
Cool.
Rosalie is going to come this way. Becklin is going to back off.
So up to 15 feet, huh? That's a pretty cool ability.
And that is it for Zinnia. But that brings us to the Hunters, who are not letting up just quite yet, as they are following dear Dara. They're going to go for a bite. That is a 12, and that's going to miss. Even without Bane. This one's rushing forward, going after Beck. That's going to hit because that one's not baned. 5 damage. However, the warding bond is on there, so it only does 2. And it takes the level of the caster, which is 2 in radiant damage. However, that brings us to this big angry guy who is coming plowing through everything.
That means they take damage because it's running them over, right?
No.
No.
Damn it.
One could only hope.
Yeah.
As it
That's
is
what I
going to try to
asked.
hit Rosalie with its horn.
With Bane.
It does have Bane. But it is going to try to gore them. There's a 13 before Bane, which misses. Then it's going to try to stomp on them as well. That's an 18, but that is going to get baned to a 17, still hit.
Darn.
As she is going to take 15 total damage. Zinnia has her ability, so she's throwing it down.
Becklin, why you don't have interception?
Because they're not a class. As that is going to block all of that damage, leaving 1 for the ward.
Oof.
Zinnia is doing their best to back off.
Thankfully, they're rolling pretty well on their arcane ward.
Yep. This one's going to get grabbed and dragged back. This one also going to get grabbed and dragged back. Dara.
Okay. Turn. I guess I will stab the bloodied one that has Bane on it in front of me.
Gotcha.
I do apologize for interrupting. Is Hessler in the turn order?
He is not.
He is not.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, I think it's because I think he was gone when the fight started. That's right.
Yeah, Hessler was near when the fight started, so that's why.
Hey, we rolled the same thing. But we'll finish Dara, then we'll go to Hessler, and then we'll get back to you on your turn. My apology.
All right, well, we'll I said I'm gonna stab the bloodied one in front of me.
It's a 15, that's going to hit.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, max damage.
Anything else?
Nope, because I don't really have anything by bonus actions.
Are you moving?
Clear have a mark with those
No, I need to keep these people safe, so I'm gonna stay where I am.
Gotcha. Hessler?
Okay. Shit. Don't have much options, do I? Chill touch is a range attack, or is it a save?
I believe it's a range attack.
And of course, I didn't make any touch spells. That was smart. Okay. Well, since it's here, let us do a form of dread.
Gotcha. Nice temp.
And we will stab that dog.
Unfortunately, that is going to miss.
Okay. I will move to that side of it, though, to block off passage.
I mean, it still can move through its ally square. You'd have to move one up if you want to actually block.
Okay, that's easy enough.
Yeah. But you have the giant rhino that looks like it can also run y'all over. So, also a thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one roided rhino.
Yes.
Alrighty. That will bring us to Rosalie. Rosalie's going to try to throw down a mark on the big guy. That is a 20. That is going to fail. Rosalie is going to... Unfortunately, they kind of have to. Y'all standing here is going to get y'all in trouble. They already used their action. Yeah, they are going to move this way, taking 2 attacks of opportunity. One from the gore, which is going to hit. One from the bite.
So this is the big guy that's doing their AO first.
Yeah, it's attack. Yeah.
Okay.
That is going to be a total of 17 damage, down to 16. Rosalie is still standing, though, and they are still kind of running. So that means they can get all the way over here. They're trying to be as quick as they can. They are also going to throw a healing spell on themselves. Because that was a lot of damage. That brings us to this guy. He needs to deal with the thing. Their Bane's going to drag him this way. Which brings us to Williams.
All right. I'm not sure how this is going to work, so I think I'm just going to cast a healing word on our dear friend Raz.
Thank you.
Oh, that's why. Healing word. There we go.
Thank you much, Lee.
So,
Raz, it's not time to be sleeping on the job. We gotta go.
I'm not sleeping. I think I broke a fucking rib.
And then I'm going to use a bardic inspiration on. And let's throw it on Raz, so that way they can hopefully do something or stay alive. And I will take another 30 feet away from this mess.
gotcha.
That is it.
Hassler.
Okay. These things don't count as beasts, do they? They are monsters.
You have no idea. You could try a nature check.
It's unskilled, but yeah, I could.
Go ahead.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, they might be beasts, they might be monstrosities, or they're probably one of the two.
Yeah, I'm just thinking a beast speech isn't going to work on this. Plus, I don't think they're willing to listen to reason at this point.
Oh, probably not. You get the distinct feeling what they'd have to say is, "Get off my lawn!"
I mean, we are trying slightly. Fuck it. I am going to suck the life out of the one to the north.
Gotcha. Gonna hit.
5 points of necrotic. Hold on, my form of dread does that. No, it's later on that it actually adds. And I am going
I
to.
believe you make it. They do the fear check.
They have to make a fear check.
Yeah,
Which
wisdom
is.
check.
I think it's a 14. 13.
Well, that's an 18. The
Yeah,
dice
that's
one's all
massive.
dead today.
Apparently. But I am going to hold on to that 5 to a dice roll.
Nice. Anything else?
No, I'm in a pretty decent position to block them off, so.
Gotcha. This one is going to try to bite Steve because he's already down here. And he doesn't like
Yep.
his hood. It's a 15. It's going to hit.
He doesn't like his hood.
Yep.
7 piercing
I
to
have
Steve.
armor class 15, so
Yeah. So that's going to be 7 piercing against Steve.
all right.
This one over here. Going to try to bite the Becklin. 16, that's going to miss. Nope, you got flanking. It's only an 18, still misses. Steve, what you going to do?
Steve is gonna wail on the one that hit me. Yeah. Well, I need a drink of water.
That's going to hit. 5 damage.
That sucked. And then I'm going to disengage and move down here by Rosalie.
Fair.
Unless she's off the map.
She's 1 square off the map.
Okay.
And then Williams is like 5 squares off the map, 5 or 6. So, more like that.
So let me move down with them.
So you're going to be sprinting off as well?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to this guy who's running up here trying to headbutt Becklin. That is going to be a crit fail and miss. This one is going to rush over here trying to attack Hessler over the thing with disadvantage. They have advantage from their ally. That's going to be a 20. 5 damage to Hessler. As they manage to jump up on the siding. Raz, you are on the ground. Steve has run away, as has Will.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay,
Wow,
I'm going to
abandoning
get up
Raz,
from being
guys.
prone. Yeah, I'm gonna get up from being prone. Move. If I can actually click my fucking token, that would be great. Move there, and it didn't take an attack of opportunity on Steve. I don't know if that's because he cunning action disengaged.
He did.
I did.
Okay. I'm gonna try to rack this guy's brain before I leave. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm gonna use my action to disengage and go 15 feet away, because that's as far as I can go.
Okay, so you were disengaging and then running?
Yes. Yes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So I can go right about here, which is just one off map.
Gotcha. That brings us to Becklin. Becklin's trying to cover as much as they can. They're going to attack the one behind. That's a miss, as that rhino's keeping their attention. This one... Where is this one? Oh, it's over here. They need a strength save. They are going to fail and get dragged back.
Nice.
That is going to bring us to Zinnia, as Zinnia is going to cast a spell.
Is it
Fireball.
Hmm?
No, it's explosion.
As they are going to throw down a massive cloud.
Like a fog cloud?
Like a fog cloud, yes. As smoke billows out of their staff, it isn't long before things are very obscured, and you hear Zinnia call for a full retreat, targeting Dara, Becklin, and Hessler. As he is also getting the hell out of Dodge.
15 feet.
Yep.
I mean, something.
You have the cover of the smoke.
I'm guessing as long as I have movement speed for climb, it still counts.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll just climb along that wall.
Gotcha. Alrighty. This one's gonna try to bite into Dara, but finding Dara is not there, be very confused. This one's gonna try to bite Hessler, to find Hessler's not there either. This one's just gonna come charging through the smoke, and they are going to slam into Becklin. As Becklin's going to get speared through the back hip and lifted.
If they're going to be getting hit, I'm going to use interception on.
Roll the interception ability. I think you actually need to see.
That is correct. Yes.
So you would not be able to
Any creature you
intercept.
can see hits the target. Okay, never mind.
As you hear a shout of pain from behind as Becklin gets hit and lifted into the air. You hear her as well call for y'all to keep running. As these guys back here are trying to get free. That's not really working for them. Dara.
Okay, so I can't see Becklin at all.
No, you definitely see blood hit the ground, but you can also hear that massive creature right on your ass.
Yeah. Just the downside though, because I would love to lay on hands Becklin, but I can't see them.
Becklin's also 15 feet in the air.
I mean, yeah, that would do it too. I guess they'll shout to Becklin, "Hope, please survive. Meet us back in camp," and I will take the disengage action.
You know,
and
you
I'll
don't need
move...
to, as you need to be able to see to take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, noted.
So,
In which
being
case, then I will use a dash action.
in the fog cloud frees you.
I will definitely be gracious of that. In which case, I will take the dash action and move 60 feet.
Gotcha. Rosalie's on the run. These guys are trying to find you. Williams, I imagine you're running.
I assume I can't see Becklin flying up in the air, right?
No, they're in the fog.
And same thing for this guy over here.
Correct.
All right, well, I guess I will continue getting the F out of Dodge.
Gotcha. Hessler, where are you going?
Straight south from here.
Do note that's I think it's a 40-foot drop. So you'd have to go down first.
So just
No,
30.
it was 20. 20 feet down.
So well, I've
Each
got
level is
70.
20.
So yeah, I'm moving 50 feet south then instead of
Gotcha.
that.
So the
Which
party is
puts me
on
out of range.
full retreat. And it isn't long before y'all manage to get out of the way, getting a good distance away from the ruins.
As much as the code mandates that I stay on my ground and die on my feet, screw that part of the code. I got to keep these people alive.
And just for clarification, we don't know if Becklin made it out, right?
No, you do not see Becklin with you.
They were in the fog cloud.
So, what will the party do?
What the fuck just happened, guys and gals?
Well, the technical term is fucked.
Yes. Whatever those creatures were, clearly did not want us in those ruins.
I'm
And
glad
with the
we did
loss,
not go
with
to
the loss
ruins.
of Becklin, we are now down a senior knight. We need to get back to Vogler and inform the populace about what happened.
There's
Shouldn't
no way
we
she could have
maybe?
survived.
I mean, I would love to double back and go try to look for her, but I might not be the best suited to go do that. Points to armor.
If only Taleo was here.
Now,
Well,
where did
if
that pale cat run off to?
Yeah, he ran off from the party, you know?
He got
probably went off
waylaid
to take a
during an
nap.
attack.
Seems what they say about cats being scaredy holds true.
Well, we gotta figure out a way to find Becklin and kill all those monsters at the same time.
Well,
Seems
maybe-
that Becklin was our best chance at killing those creatures. We are, as they say, up Schitt's Creek.
well,
I think we're
we
past
don't
Schitt's Creek.
necessarily need to defeat them. We could just distract them.
I mean, again, I would sneak back into the ruins, but points to armor. Unless I was to strip off all my armor, then sure, maybe I could.
Now you hear from Zinnia. Those creatures need to be dealt with one way or another.
I
They
mean, I
keep
agree.
ranging south. They'll find the town.
Hmm.
And with how
Speaking-
aggressive
we
they
can't go
are,
back now.
there's a pretty good chance they attack. Maybe not the town itself, but definitely stragglers nearby.
So while we're chatting, Raz, how are you doing on HP?
Raz looks like she's about to keel over.
Okay, because I've got 10 lay on hands points. How much do you want?
As much as you're willing to give.
So I'll give you 10.
Okay.
I will give you
Er,
one.
Can I give you 9 just in case we find Becklin half
Yeah, that's
alive?
fine. That's
'Cause I
fine.
want to make sure I can heal Becklin as well. Assuming that she's not dead.
No, I will take 9. That's great.
Well, Steve, I hate to volunteer you, but maybe you can use your stealthy ways to go check out if you can find Backlund.
I could. I think myself and Lariel would probably be best at that one.
You do not currently know where Lyriel or Tansy are either.
Oh man, if only I knew where they both were. They're probably getting into a fight with those beasts as well.
No, look, I think you're right.
So, but I could go back.
That seems like a rather dangerous thing to do, you hear from Rosalie. After all, they're likely going to be on alert.
Yes, you are correct as well.
I mean, if you give me an hour, I might be able to summon a familiar to help us out.
I'm just worried that maybe an hour is too late.
And never mind, I can't do it because I don't have the right components.
Yeah, I need some spell components myself. Like holy water.
I mean, how far are we from the ruins now?
It's been about 10 minutes, so you aren't too terribly far.
Okay, I was just hoping if we can, like, hear a scream or something.
Oh, you're well out of that range.
Yeah.
And I think it's a day back to town,
Yeah.
so I think we're stuck right now till we figure out a plan or figure out where our cat went.
I mean, best
So-
case scenario, we take a quick short rest, think our battle plan over, and then execute.
Becklin might be dead by then.
I hate to think of that.
Well, again, I feel bad for Backlund, but I don't want to volunteer someone to what may be their death.
I mean, I'm small, but I'm not as sneaky as probably Steve is.
Sneaky.
I think your bigger issue with those creatures, they look like they had pretty good noses on them. They look canine in origin, which means they're probably pretty good with sense.
Yeah.
Which means
They're
they can
probably
track us.
smelling us out right now, so because we did kill one of their own.
Did we even manage to get a kill? I think we maybe
One of them's dead.
I killed one of them and then they got real fucking pissed.
Yeah, and they went after Raz. So
Do we know if they're beasts or actual magical creatures?
they came from the wasteland up north.
So who knows then?
And I can't tell any of that stuff, so
Yes, even the wasteland is beyond. This is about as far north as I've ever had to travel before, regardless. So wastelands are out of my knowledge reach.
I think we gotta go back and try and look. If things go bad, we run.
At the very least, recover the body if there's one to even recover.
What does Rosalie and I can't remember the sister's name.
Zinnia.
Have to say
Zinnia.
Zinnia.
It'd be a dangerous thing to do. A smaller group would be better, but if a smaller group gets caught, they're more likely not to be able to outrun it.
True.
If anyone, I think Steve and I should go.
Or Hessler and myself.
I'm not sneaky,
Ah. Yeah.
but I can run fast.
See?
And they do say you don't have to outrun the bear.
No, we just have to outrun the cat wherever he is.
No, you just have to outrun the person behind you.
That's true.
I know what you meant.
That just sounds like you're sacrificing somebody to save somebody who may not be dead.
Distinct
Yeah.
possibility.
But then if we do find them, what do? I guarantee they're smart enough to leave bait.
You're probably right.
Stupid idea, because as I say, never split up. Which amongst us is probably the fastest?
I
We
am.
send one of us back to Vogler, rally the troops, or at the very least warn the town. The rest of us stay here, search for Becklin's body and/or Tansy and our missing compatriots.
Zinnia immediately plays devil's advocate. The town that doesn't have a guard other than Becklin.
They have a squire.
Yeah, with those, we pretty much took the
We are
town.
screwed, aren't we?
You know the saying that music calms savage beasts, but I'm not willing to put that up to the test.
I wouldn't ask you to. Plus, no offense, I think bagpipes are usually more of a pump-up music, is what they
Funeral.
say. Makes them more angrier once the battle, not, calm them down.
Well, I don't have to be the bagpipes. Maybe I don't know, the lute, or maybe these flute. Yeah, the flute would be nice.
That's a better idea.
That's a lullaby.
Well, then we're
You
talking a lot. I'm going to start walking back to the ruins.
are you just leaving
I'll
the
go
party?
with.
Does anyone want to come?
I'll go with you.
Yeah, Dara's coming along.
Fine. I can
We're
try
gonna
talking to the beast
stay
while we're there
outside.
then.
My
Stay
duty
outside
doing
the
is
perimeter
find Becklin.
and scope it out and see what else we can see.
At least we know what we're walking into this time, instead of just walking into some ruins and going, "Oh look, there's a bunch of things that want to kill us."
Yeah.
Cece, what's the trees like in that area?
What do you mean?
Like, were the trees quite tall in that area? Like, if someone climbed to the top of the tree, could they look over and see what's
No.
going on? Okay,
You'd need to get up on the level as you were pretty much on a mountainside.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just thought to ask.
We could try to be sneaky about this.
Let's see here.
Are we doing sneaky?
As Rosalie and Zinnia are not stealthy in the slightest, they are going to stay behind. Rosalie seems to want to come, but Zinnia is keeping her back.
Yeah, I would maybe suggest sending one person to scout ahead before a gaggle of loud people show up.
Well, I mean, if we're moving slowly and being stealthy, we shouldn't be as noisy.
Then I asked Rosalie and Zinnia, what else do you suggest at this point?
We need to recuperate. Come up with a plan.
Yes.
But the longer we think about a plan, the longer Bonnie.
Well, we're not of any help to Backlund if we are dead ourselves.
This is true.
And if she's dead, it won't change if she's dead an hour from now.
Or they could be baiting us to come back. We don't know.
Well, that's
So
the whole point of trying to scout out the area ahead of us. But
Scouting's not a bad
I
idea,
doubt-
but the full party is a dangerous one, especially they nod at Dara, who's in armor. You're as much of a liability as we are.
I mean, it's what? I'm wearing a chainmail. I don't have disadvantage on stealth.
Chainmail's disadvantage on stealth, I'm almost certain of it.
Maybe Steve and I go and then we'll come back.
I think that's, if we're going to go ahead, I think that'd be
Yeah.
safer than sending the whole party ahead.
Yeah.
And I may be able to help.
Yeah, disadvantage. I could have sworn on roll 20 it puts like a D. It's like because like it took your armor into account for stealth checks and stuff like that.
It does,
That's
it just
what-
doesn't show anything.
Okay, so yeah, so
Yeah,
if I just
self
do it like that,
disadvantage.
then
Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, it does. Perfect.
Because you'd be a liability. Both of the mages who are not good at sneaking around, like maybe Hessler is, are going to get people killed. They're not leaving. They're just going, if I sneak up there, I'm going to piss off some dogs.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's settled. Steve, Raz, you'll go scout ahead.
Yep.
All right, well, let me do a little something for you. And
Oh.
Williams will cast prestidigitation on both of them to make them smell, I guess, more naturey and less like people.
Doesn't that spell last like 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Or is it an hour?
Up to an hour,
Up to an hour. Okay.
and I could cast it up to 3 times. But
So you use tool to try to cover their scent a little bit.
yep,
Alrighty. So is it just
Mm.
Dar and Steve going up?
Oh, Raz and Steve.
Yeah.
and since Raz is inspired, I will use my last inspiration on Steve.
How long does inspiration last? A minute? 10 minutes?
1 hour.
10 minutes.
Inspiration lasts that long?
It only lasts for 10
inspiration.
minutes.
Okay, did I? No, once within the next hour, when a creature fails that.
Once within the next
Uh,
10 minutes.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
share
10
me?
minutes.
God damn it!
Yeah, because I'm looking at Bardic right now.
Yeah.
I think I still have my Bardic then.
You're 10 minutes away, so anybody that had it would have lost it.
Oh, okay, so I lost it.
Why does
Damn.
it say an hour though?
I bet you that's the
What's the-
2024 version.
So
Oh,
we,
let's see.
how about we?
Yeah,
just
you're
walk
right.
up
You're right.
there?
That's I got the 2024 for some reason.
We walk up there at 9 minutes. We'll cast. We'll use Bardic Inspiration and Stealth. There we go. How's that?
Yeah.
That would mean Steve's coming with us.
Yeah, Steve was always coming with you.
Williams.
Oh, I mean Williams. Sorry.
Well, I'll stay back, and once I've inspired you adequately, I will strategically get out of town.
Do remember, Bardic Inspiration is not quiet.
I think
I'll
we have
make
to
it
go
quiet.
without it.
Okay.
All right.
So it is a
If
risk.
if that's the call, I'll abide to it.
Tame.
I really don't like the idea of not being there to help out.
We'll be fine.
Logic prevails. I have to stay behind.
Don't worry, Dar. We got this.
Is anyone proficient with like shields or anything?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm a
just
wizard.
so I could like pass off my shield or my javelin if I'm just back here guarding the NPCs. That at least take some of my items to help you out.
I think it might be Hessler or... Nope, not Hessler. Well, Hessler might. Hessler, can you use shields? I think you
Question.
can. I
Warlock,
know you
so
can
I'm
do
not
light
sure.
armor.
Oh,
Shields is only
not
from like
sure. I
Hexblade.
haven't looked. Do I need the Hexblade subclass for this question?
Warlock.
What fucking ads? Warlock. Proficiencies.
Nope, they do not naturally
Yeah, simple
have it.
weapons and light armor. That's it.
So, unfortunately for you, the only one in your party that could use a shield is you, Taleo, and maybe Lyril or Tansy.
Who are not here.
Tansy.
Lyril wouldn't be able to use one. Tansy might be able to, though. Yeah, Tansy can, but Tansy's currently missing. And Becklin can, too. Becklin's also currently missing.
I think we have to go this alone.
Yep. All right. Let's start heading north.
What about a spear? Anyone want to bring my spear along?
Nope.
Okay.
It's too big for me.
It's too big for me. I got my rapier, and it's awesome.
Just
And my
trying to
sword.
help out where I can, guys.
All right, let's get moving.
Yeah, I don't want to leave you unequipped.
I have a glaive, so it's not like I wouldn't be unarmed.
Nah. I mean, I can use it, but I'm not.
I have a dagger.
Well, I mean, spears I believe, are simple weapons. So.
They are. All right, let's go scout ahead, see what we see, and then come back.
Figure it
and
out.
already know.
Yeah.
So how far... Who's going up? I know Steve and Razar. Is Williams going with him or remaining behind with Dar, Zinni, and Rosalie?
Williams will go up, but not the full way. So, like for example, I guess 2 minutes away from getting there, he'll cast Bardic Inspiration. No, actually, no. I'll just stay back. I don't want to risk it whatsoever.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Hessler staying behind.
Do you want Hessler to join you?
Are you stealthy?
I have a +1, but I also have a banked 5 additional to a dice roll.
Yeah.
I have I have a hero point, so I can roll with advantage.
Yeah, I do too. So let's if you Hessler, if you want to come, since I think you're more light on your feet as well. So
Okay, I can join.
yeah, because 4 eyes are better than, or 6 eyes are better than 4. Got it.
Alrighty.
Let's do this.
Yes. Bam.
So, Dara, what are you doing with Sinia and Rosalie as the rest of the crew heads off?
No, William stays behind though.
I thought you were going up. Oh no, you decided against it. Yeah. So, what are you, Williams, and the 2 witch sisters up to?
I really wish I could do something to help them.
I mean,
do you
how
think
far
we could?
back is Becklin's camp? We could just maybe head back to Becklin's camp and.
It was packed up before y'all left.
Okay. Well, I guess just hunker down, make a makeshift area here, and wait for the others. As much as we can do.
You see, Zinnia is keeping an eye on Rosalie, who is pacing nearby. It seems she wants to go and assist, but is being kept back by her sister, who seems to be more
if Rosalie
practical.
breaks, makes a break for it, Zinnia and I would probably tackle her.
Yeah. She doesn't look like she's gonna run off on her own, but it's that I want to do something, but can't.
I mean, Dara's in the same boat right on now, but logic prevails.
So Raz, Steve, and Hessler. I already have Steve's stealth. I need a stealth from Hessler and Raz as well.
Okay,
I'm going to use a
and
hero point to gain advantage.
Same. And there's a +5 added to it.
What's your +5?
That's from the drain attack earlier.
Oh.
Since Hessler is going up, could we retcon that Williams made Hessler smell like poop too?
I didn't remember him smelling that.
Well,
Wait, why poop?
I don't know. I just being funny. Like I'll cast.
I thought you said nature.
Prestidigitation him as well to mask his human scent.
Wait, whatever.
Just like I did with Steve and Raz.
You said you got that from me, that +5 from the vampiric touch spell?
Vampire Bite. Gain a bonus equal to damage dealt on the next dice roll. This is the next dice roll since I'd made that attack.
Oh. Oh, this isn't the spell I'm thinking of. This is...
No, this is...
How long does that stick?
It does not say. It just says next time.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So, let's see. Hessler is going to get... You said that was a +5?
Yeah, so it's a 16 total.
A 17, and a 15. Funnily enough, Steve is the most unlucky as he keeps sticking on bricks. But how are y'all going about getting back as y'all approach where y'all know the area to have the ruins is?
I guess trying to get up on like the stairs to get a better view.
So back up the same staircase you left it?
Actually, is there another way up?
Not that you ever saw.
There's a straight side of the cliff.
I'm not that good at climbing.
Well, thankfully, yeah, someone that is.
You're gonna go up there alone? Or you want
Yes,
to take me with
well,
you?
mean, how you said 20 feet the cliffs are?
Each cliff is 20 feet.
Oh,
I mean, I could go halfway up and help you get there. That's not an issue.
Okay.
we could tie a rope to ourselves with her on it.
That's a good way to snap your spine if someone falls.
Yeah, no thanks. I mean, how difficult does it look like to climb?
It's a straight up. Excuse me.
Okay.
So a lot of the rock faces would be less problematic once you get up to the stone. However, that's flat stone is going to be incredibly difficult.
Never mind.
I could just go up alone.
Hessler will be fine.
Yeah, not an issue.
Steve and Raz would struggle.
So we'll stay, if he's going on the left side of the map, we'll stay to the left, kind of stay hidden.
Yeah. I just don't want him going up alone if something goes wrong.
I mean, he'll just stay on the cliff face and look over and see what he sees.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Worst comes
Do
to worst,
that.
they just go off the cliff like a bunch of lemmings.
Yeah.
I don't think lemmings actually do that.
Lemmings.
They don't.
I mean, if the big guy sees him, then he'll fall. He'll take fall damage.
What's fall damage?
Fall damage?
Well, if something happens when you fall really far and hit the ground, you go splat.
Dara speaks from miles away.
All right, let's yes, send Hustler up.
Can I get a perception check as y'all are starting to approach the cliffy area? That you're far under where the ruins are, but Raz, you notice something as y'all are on the approach. You see walking along one of the ridges about 4 up, so a little over 80 feet above you and way back. It's maybe 200 feet back in total. You can see there is a pair of these creatures walking along the edge looking around.
I will grab Hessler and Steve by their pant leg and kind of pull them back. Show them. They keep watch, apparently.
Well, they're not dumb. That's what people forget about animals. They're not dumb.
And some are.
They are patrolling.
Are we on that map now or no?
No, y'all are still a ways away. Y'all are close, and y'all can see the beginning of where the ridge is there, but you're way down at the moment. You can see them moving along one of the ridges, which is before you get there.
Guess we time our approach.
Yeah.
Can I make some sort of intelligence check to see if I can identify their patterns?
Are you gonna sit there and watch for it? Because they're still up there. To get a pattern, you have to sit there, wait for them. If they're doing a loop, to loop multiple times to time it.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we have that kind of time.
Nope.
Just be extra careful.
Chance I could try diplomacy.
You can talk to these things?
If they're beasts.
I think that's too risky. I think they'll just attack you. Especially
That
since
is
we
a
attacked them
distinct
before.
possibility.
Also, remember with beak, speak, and the like, they still aren't. Most creatures still aren't all that intelligent.
Yeah. But you could perhaps communicate with it to allow access to its territory. Who knows? It's like it says, GM's discretion.
It's not impossible.
Yeah. But
Let's
no,
just
I
time
will
our
go for the
approach for
sneaky
now.
approach. Yeah.
going in.
So as you start to come closer and closer, is it just Hessler going up, or are you taking the time to get the other two up?
It's up
Oh.
to them.
Go with.
I guess I will go with as well.
Do note it may be a bigger risk, as y'all aren't near as quiet climbing.
Then I will stay hidden amongst the trees.
Because Williams is murdering one of the party members in the back,
Yes.
assassin him to death somewhere.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to read something and I accidentally clicked on it.
It's probably Dara
Happens.
making fun of me.
Huh? What?
I mean, I'm pretty light, so I'm pretty sure Hessler could carry me up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with Hessler. Yes, perks of being small.
There you go. Piggyback rides the short folk.
Yeah. So I'll go with Hessler.
So Steve will remain behind to be El's watch, and Hessler and Raz will move on. As you're moving inch by inch, carefully moving over the cliffs, making sure none of the packs are close by, it takes you longer than you would hope to carefully pick your way all the way back up near the map. You are on the last cliff before the ruins themselves are about 20 feet up. You haven't heard any sign of Becklin, but you've seen a lot more movement. And you can hear that great beast stomping around somewhere in the ruins. It still seems rather angry.
So there's no sign of a body.
You can't see specifically where you're fighting. You can see the stairs off to the side, but you don't see Becklin standing there.
Okay.
You can see there is one of the hound-like creatures sitting at the very top of the stairs where y'all fled.
Glad we didn't go that way then. Okay.
Hessler and Raz, what would the two of you like to do?
I can throw something so they'll go look at it while we go check it out.
You'll probably alert all of them if you do that, though.
That's true.
So, but once we're up against the cliff face, they won't see us from up top until we get over the edge. So you could peek
Going.
over and see if they're gone. Then I'll get up and sprint for it.
All right, pick me up.
Yep.
Everybody's whispering.
Whispering is a bad idea to keep quiet. Just use low tones. The harsh S's travel.
Yeah, I knew that.
Do that? Huh, I've never heard that.
You hear hissing next to your foot.
That's meta.
A friend.
As you looked up, there's a snake next to your foot.
Danger noodles.
No
Good noodles.
Yep,
Let's
yeah, just hoist me over and I'll take a peek.
There is actually a snake, by the way. That wasn't a joke.
Oh.
Esther does not care. He's not bothered by the snake. He's no Indiana Jones.
Unlikely it's venomous in this kind of climate anyways.
Can I make a nature check?
Oh, you can see the fangs. It's not happy.
Oh,
Good thing that
Hey.
poisonous snakes can't climb.
You mean venomous?
Raz is just gonna like wave a hand at it, just like, go away. Go away.
Go on, get nerd, get.
Get.
So what will the two of you do?
Um,
Wait, we're going up the cliff face or not? Like, it's off to the
yeah,
side. If we
I
just
mean,
move
y'all
on,
are
like,
on the cliffside right underneath the ruins, so it's not going up a cliffside anymore. It's going up the side of the wall, up into the ruins itself.
okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't think we got that far up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like right next to it. That's why you can see the staircase off to the side.
Okay, I thought we were like halfway up or something.
No, you're like right next to the ruins.
Yeah, I'll just get to the top and Raz can just peek over.
Yep.
Since I'm pretty sure they can see better than Hessler can.
and I don't think the snake is gonna do anything to us. Hopefully.
If not, it's not that big of an issue.
As y'all
Fable.
peek up, y'all are farther off to the left, and you see a large open platform. Looks like there is an open doorway close to where the creatures originally ran in from. And off to the far left, there is another staircase up there. But no sign of Becklin here. You do see there are a good number more of those creatures moving around, the canine-like ones.
How many?
You can see there is a single pair moving along the far side of that same platform you're on, and inside you can see 4 more.
Okay, so there's about 6. All right. Does the big guy seem to be circling something, like protecting something, or just pacing?
Oh, you don't see him. You can hear him up above somewhere, stomping around, but you don't see him.
Okay. I think we need to go further up.
Accomplishable.
Do note your 2 paths up. You can go to the left, which leads you past 2 of them out in the open. You can go through the door where there's 4 of them, or you can try to get up on the staircase, but you have to run through the open and might be seen by the ones off to your left. You're up in very uncovered territory.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I can do anything with my spells, but I don't think I have anything.
Your choice, Sneaky Peek.
But there's
I
also
think we need
no
to.
sound of Becklin either. No complaining, no human voice, no screams, no groans of pain.
She might be unconscious, and they may be keeping her alive for some reason.
Or they might be dead and eaten already. Who knows?
Eh. Let's try to get past the 2 patrolling.
Okay.
So how would you like to get past them? Because those 2 aren't really patrolling, they're just chilling. They're patrolling in the form of they're staying on that platform.
Okay, then they're not actively looking.
They are up and alert, but they're not I'm walking the edge like the ones that were more on the outskirts were doing.
And then hopefully we can slip by them.
You could try to leave, go back around, out and around, but if you go up and over, they are more than likely going to see you.
Okay, then let's go around.
Okay.
Alrighty. So as y'all do, you'll start going back into the forest around the outskirts, trying to move your way up. I'm going to need another stealth check to get through this section.
Taking advantage again to use the last hero point.
Oof.
Raz. Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry, I didn't have any more hero points.
As you are moving It's not the fastest, but you're moving slow and steady, using the foliage to your advantage. But you can see there is a staircase up, and you're moving around the forest until you get a little bit higher up. Hessler, you do see the trees on this level. If you climb up here, you'll be able to see up onto the highest level.
Should we go up the trees?
I think that might be our best bet to get an overwatch, and we can look across the whole way.
Yep.
You won't be able to see inside the ruined buildings or onto the other side, but you will be able to see up onto the top platform.
I think that's where Becklin would be.
How far away is the top platform from a tree?
On the outskirts, probably about 20, 30 feet.
Damn, not having feather fall. Okay. That's not an option. But we can climb it and take a look.
Yep.
I think that is what we'll do.
Alrighty. So the pair of you make your way up, and you see there's another 4 up on this level, and more important, the massive rhino-like creature is stomping around on a platform with 4 pillars surrounding. It looks very aggressive, very annoyed, but no sign of Becklin.
Alright, what the fuck? There are no signs of like her clothes or anything like that.
You
No
don't see
blood.
her armor now.
Sure, we can see the stairs from where we are, right?
Not anymore. Not the ones you were fighting on. As you've moved completely around. There's another set of stairs leading to a platform close to where it is,
Okay.
but you'll have to sneak back around to get to the staircase y'all were fighting on.
But we can kind of see the passage to it, yeah?
A little bit.
There's no blood trail there coming from it?
Not way down. That's not y'all's, you don't think, because y'all were bleeding when y'all fled.
I don't think any of us were that high on the stairs, and if Becklin was dragged into the ruins, there would be some sort of blood trail, unless they're licking it up.
What do you mean? Because the stairs you're close to that lead up here, you don't see any blood there. The staircase y'all were originally on the other side, y'all didn't get too far away into that. And you can't see
Yes, but if Becklin came in from that way, impaled on top of this rhinoceros thing,
you wouldn't have been able to see that staircase. You're at a different
that's
staircase.
what I was asking.
Because there was
if I could see the entrance to that, or the way
you don't see that one
from there. Okay.
There's building in the way.
Okay, that's why I wanted to know.
I don't think she's here.
Yeah, or she's been devoured.
Armor and all? We would see armor
Possibly.
scraps.
Have you ever heard of a bullet? They quite like metallic objects. Something else I
I
heard
thought
about
those were
armor?
rust monsters.
They destroy it, but a bullet has a shell as hard as iron. Where do you think it gets all the minerals?
Yeah. Okay. We head back?
Yeah,
Or do you want to look around one more time?
I don't think we can get any closer without definitely risking getting caught.
Yeah, let's get moving.
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
You are not excused.
oh dang.
You must attend class the whole session, Cece. You know this. You are the teacher, after all.
Why am I so sneezy? I
Are you
apologize.
okay?
Well,
This is a day of sneezes.
spring.
Tell that to the snow outside.
I wish I had snow. But y'all are going to be trying to sneak back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Alrighty,
Had
then I
enough
need
winter.
a
Time for spring.
stealth check again. Trying to get out.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Oh,
There we go.
best of luck.
As y'all manage to make y'all's way out, taking your time to get past the patrolling creatures, but you're. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh,
Bless him.
it's only during sessions I sneeze. I don't understand it. But y'all managed to make y'all's way, gather Steve back up, and get back down the cliffside. Oh, excuse me. What do y'all tell Steve when you get the Steve?
No sign of Becklin.
That's not good.
Hide, hair, nor blood.
You guys see anything else while you're up there? Another way up?
Another staircase to the back side. But either way, it's probably guarded. They
It's a
seem to be somewhat
staircase
intelligent.
that was on the same level as where y'all were already. Not a staircase that gets all the way up. You could get up the staircase easy, what y'all took. Or try to make y'all's way through the woods. Excuse me. Or try to make y'all's way through the woods. Oh, excuse me.
We could try that.
Somebody like Dara would definitely struggle being quiet in armor up there.
Yeah. No, that's Rose there.
Well, let's you want to head back to everyone and let them know what we saw, or do you want to?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Becklin?
Oh,
I want to take one last look at the stairs to see if maybe Becklin followed after somehow getting free, but
That's a good idea.
There was one sitting up at the top of the stairs. Remember?
do note that's
Well,
not
I
something
don't think
Steve would have seen.
Heard that. Never mind.
There was one on top of the stairs. I know
They
you
didn't-
wouldn't have known that, but I'm telling you now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Cece, did they chase us after we ran for it?
They did not. You think that's more because they got lost in the fog and no one saw you run?
I could be bait.
I
Kinda
was just
weird.
thinking I could run like the hills and
One thing
I
you need to
should be
worry
fine.
about is they look quick, based on how you've seen them move during the fight.
But they don't look like climbers.
Not necessarily. But they do look faster than you.
Did I take?
Gold I'd give for a spyglass right about now.
Oh, I have one in my pouch. Here you go.
The spyglasses are like either they're 100 or 1,000 gold. I can't remember
1,000.
which. Yeah, I don't think you have one. Sorry to say.
Oh, I just found this. Yeah, let's go.
So what would you like to do?
Try to
They
sneak
said-
around the other way.
Yeah.
Just get a quick look at the stairs and
You can
You
do
see
that
blood
more at a
show.
distance, but y'all do have to sneak in back into the patrols. So for those going back in, I'll need yet another stealth as y'all go back in.
Oh yeah.
oh, this has gone so well.
Ah.
There you go, Steve.
As y'all are doing so, you're making your way, and you try to get a good look at the stairs, trying to get the right angle to see up it. And you can see a lot of y'all's blood coating the upper levels of it. Nothing new as far as you know, but it was a hectic fight, so you're not entirely sure whose blood is whose. You don't see. You can see where Raz went down, but you're too low to see the highest level. But that's not your problem right now. As y'all are looking over, Steve, you look over around the corner and you see two of them coming right around the corner next to you.
I say we need to bounce back a little bit. and prepare for a fight.
Okay.
It's just two of them, so. But once we get the two, there's going to be more.
Yeah, once we get the two, we run, as you said before, like the hells.
How far away are they from us?
20 feet, but that's not the issue. Because once they come around the corner, they immediately snap their heads up and they immediately start howling.
Oh, shit.
Run!
Yep, we're running.
How are
Can
y'all
you
going to
pick
try
her
to
up and
escape?
run?
Do note it will cut your
Halfway.
speed in half if you do.
Well, it's not.
If we run,
If you pick the child up and not the child, the Kender up and run with them.
Yes, Hessler has a larger run speed than I do, so I don't know what his is.
I'm pretty sure Steve has the
35.
highest run.
Oh, I mean, I got. So it cuts it in half?
Yes.
I could run on my own.
What's your.
Yeah,
run?
the 30.
Okay, so you. Well, no, Steve has 30 and 30.
Yeah, but Steve can double dash.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So Steve can go
Oh, yeah.
90.
Oh, yeah.
Try to get up a tree.
You want me
What
to
Steve
keep
can
you
do
up
is give
there?
covering fire.
So how
Yeah, I
would
can give
y'all
covering
like
fire, too.
to try to escape as these two are already starting to pound towards you? Will
My
y'all throw
instinct is go up a
yourselves
tree
off
because
the
they
cliff?
don't look like climbers.
Well, you know the big guy is definitely bigger than that tree. You've seen him take out trees, so be aware of that.
I'm just hoping he won't be able to see me in the tree.
Check out freaking walls.
Don't need to see you, they can smell you.
And these two
Yeah, but
can
we
definitely see you. But
Yep.
y'all have a cliffside next to you. Y'all have to run all the way around. Are y'all gonna jump? Or are y'all gonna try to run and hope they don't catch you?
20-foot drop.
Yeah.
I think we can take it.
Yeah. Let's do the 20-foot drop. What is that?
Yep.
Acrobatics?
No, that's just jump and take damage.
Oh,
It's acrobatics to see if you land prone or not.
Oh.
I think we gotta.
I mean, I do have 90. So you guys can jump. And I'll keep parallel to you because I can run 90.
Where are
And
you
see
going
if
to go? Are
they-
you trying to run around?
Oh, or so going the other way is where they are, right?
You're running away from them, but they're faster than you.
Okay. Yeah, so let's just jump.
So Steve's jumping, it sounds like Raz is jumping. Hessler, you jumping with him?
Hessler will climb down in case one of them goes unconscious from falling.
Fair. Because you have the speed to get down there and you can do it without too much trouble.
Yeah. And I'm not at risk of falling prone from it.
Yep. I need acrobatics from Steven Reyes. Steve hits the ground
Oh,
wrong.
crap.
Raz tries to hit the ground wrong, but they're doing okay.
Yep.
But
I tried to hit the ground wrong.
yeah, that's a crit
You're
fail.
rolling at advantage.
But you don't have to.
Oh, I don't
so
have
you're fine.
advantage.
I know, I'm messing with you. As
Oh, okay.
you
I
jump
take things very
and you
literally.
manage to roll, okay, it hurts a bit. You're going to take 5 damage. However, Steve, you hit a rock wrong and you twist your ankle coming down.
Oof.
You were going to be at half speed for a little bit.
Okay.
Is there any way I can help him?
You just run. Hessler will help. I have a bit of more move speed, so it's not going to bother me as much.
45 speed for me.
Yep. If you double dash.
So, yeah.
As y'all can see, those hounds are running around the edge, barking, yipping, and y'all hear crashing from up above. There's another cliffside underneath you. It's about a 30-foot run and then the cliff.
I think we have to risk it.
I'm using a hero point this time. I'm down to
I think
4.
we gotta fucking jump.
He's rolled his leg, so he's got disadvantage. It's doing
No,
better.
I had the same thing.
So Steve
Would
is
it be
gonna.
normal since I used a hero point?
Yeah, you'd be normal, but you still get a 9.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 6 more damage to both of you.
Oh my god.
As Steve hits the ground, it just goes thwap as the rock under him falls. He doesn't twist his ankle this time, but he does hit hard.
Oh wait, no, I did my math wrong. I'm down.
Yeah, this is why I climbed.
As Raz collapses as they hit kinda hard. So Steve and I should also point out Raz is dying, bleeding rather considerably from the head. The wolves are running and gaining. What will the two of you do?
And this is how we TPK'd.
Won't be TPK, only half the
Sorry, not
party's here.
complete. Yeah, it's like, wait, it's not total, yeah.
This plan went absolutely fantastic. Oh my god.
So, what will the two of you do? Steve is hurt. Raz is unconscious. And Hessler is sitting there going, let's see why you brought me.
Let's Hessler pick her up, and I'm just gonna run.
I'm actually going to. Oh, fuck. Ollie, I'm going to ask you, Ollie, do you want me to risk a -1 medicine check on you?
I mean, it's better
That
than
is
them just
completely up
dying.
to you.
I mean,
I'm asking you because this could put you over the edge to death.
I got a
Because
1.
we were a good, like, 10 minutes away from the party.
Go for it.
Fuck.
It doesn't make it worse unless you crit fail.
Ooh.
All right. I'm gonna try my medicine check with advantage.
Okay.
Because I have a 1.
Steve manages to stabilize them. However, since y'all can't sprint this time, the wolves are gaining.
Oh no.
Yep.
There's another cliff. About 40 feet away. I want to jump over the next one? Or y'all gonna try to run off in the wood?
Run off into the woods.
Hessler's going to drag Raz to the next one, carry her down.
Oh.
So, Steve, are
me,
you
You can run
going
for
with
the wood.
Raz? Are you going with those two?
Yeah. I'm just gonna climb down. I'm not gonna jump down.
You would have disadvantage and you have athletics check. You might stealth fall.
Oh, it's
They've got a
athletics.
climb speed. That's why they don't. Yeah, it's climb speed to. It's athletics to climb.
So let me do my acrobatics again.
Where are you? Are you jumping again?
Jesus fucking Christ. Dear sweet baby.
How much
Jesus on
HP do
these
you have left?
What's that?
How much HP do you have left? Okay, you're still good.
19. I am halved.
Okay, so you're gonna jump again?
I'm
I think you used a hero point again, didn't you?
I did.
So you managed to catch yourself this time. Actually, no, you have as I said, you had disadvantage, so that's the 8. Which means you hit the ground again and trip.
Oh my god.
We are gaining. We are ahead of them since we're going down the cliffs instead of running around, right?
Yes, but they are gaining.
Yeah.
They're on the stairs now. And you see there are more starting to pour out. They are coming. But Steve, that's going to be 8 more damage.
Nice.
and your face planted on the ground.
Yes.
You'll have 2
Is it-
rounds before they catch you at this rate.
Wait, how high up on the? Oh, wait. I thought we just walked up to the cliff. I thought because I didn't do any cliff. I didn't go up any cliffs.
Yeah, y'all had to go up some cliffs and then come down. Y'all are on a mountainside. That's what you've been jumping.
Okay.
Y'all are getting to the bottom. There's 1 cliff left, but after that it's forest.
Gotcha.
So you're going to try to break for it here, get at break line of sight, or jump again.
You mean break line of sight of them?
I mean, yeah, either way. Run into the forest.
Fuck it. Man.
Hey, Steve caught himself this time.
Yay!
Hessler, you going over with him?
Yep.
Okay, so you'll get down the last one. The wolves are still pushing down the staircase. And y'all break for the wood ahead of you. I need...
Running.
I'm going to need a disadvantage stealth check from the 2 still standing. To try to lose them in the wood.
Oh, I didn't use a hero point that time, so.
Shit.
Hessler is carrying the unconscious Raz, and unfortunately they are gaining fast. Y'all have 1 last chance. If you do not escape them this time, they will catch you. I need another disadvantage stealth check from the 2 of you.
Running.
And here's a question. Are y'all staying together, or Steve, are you abandoning those 2?
I'm gonna stay with them.
Cool.
I'm using my
Abandon
last
us.
hero point.
Do it.
Steve's doing well.
17.
Y'all barely manage to escape by diving into what looks like a large crevasse. Y'all,
Nice.
not large crevasse, a large crack. It's not even large, it's a thin crack. Y'all manage to slide through into this hidden cave, pushing deeper and deeper and finding an underground tunnel. Looks natural, some kind of cave system. But for the moment, you are safe. But you know you cannot go back. Meanwhile, the others. What are y'all doing?
Well, we haven't heard back from them in 10 minutes. I assume they're dead.
It's been about a half an hour.
Do we go looking for them? Do we stay here? I mean, they're moving slowly, so it's not. It makes sense that they are taking their time getting back. I would be remiss if I am a little bit worried about them, but they should be able to handle themselves, right?
Well, I mean, it's not like they can just run in and run out. They have to go slow and stealthily. So
Exactly.
maybe they're fine. I mean, what are the odds that they blew their cover and they're being chased through the woods?
But little does he
Frankly,
know.
50-50.
Oh, you're being generous. I would have said pretty much 95%. But anyways, well, I say we give them a little more time than but I don't know what we could do more
Say,
if we're not as
what,
stealthy as they were.
5-10 more minutes, then we go look for them?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, so y'all continue to wait. Rosalie, is still pacing. Her sister has moved closer, and there have been times where she stops and looks as if she heard something, and her sister grabs her by the back of the shirt. She's not letting
Oh yeah,
this
no.
redhead run away.
Oh yeah, no. I've been like staring at her half the time too. It's like, no, nope, bad.
But elsewhere, the other party, as y'all delve deeper into the cavern, how are y'all doing? Raz is unconscious. Steve's twisted his ankle. Hessler,
He's
you're the
absolutely
only one that's
fine.
okay.
Y'all are fucked.
Steve's
Well,
gonna
the
find
advantages of being half dead already.
and Steve is gonna try to do a medicine check on Raz.
For what? They're already stable.
Oh, are they? Okay, never mind then.
Mhm. They'd be dead by now if they weren't.
Okay, so Steve's gonna find a splint for his leg.
Out of what?
Stuff lying around. It is a
Reeds.
cavern, so trees, sticks may have
Nope.
wandered down here.
It's just rock.
Ah,
Hessler will pull out 2 torches and cut a bit of rope off for you.
That would
I do
work.
have rope.
You'd only need one torch, though. Theoretically.
For a splint, you need 2. You have to brace it both sides, but
Oh, fair.
up to you.
Yeah.
And then, all right, we will do that.
You can hear the hounds outside howling, and they are all kinds of pissed off. You think they found the entrance, but they're having trouble getting through.
Well, that's good for us. Um, so, is it dark in this cavern or?
Very.
Oh, so Hessler's the only one that can see.
Yep.
Tess was the only one that helpless.
Yeah. So I will light a torch that I have.
You can, as you do, you can see the tunnel leads further underground.
Oh, the Underdark, huh?
Wrong world.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
very much doubt that.
So can I see up and see those things?
No, y'all are around a bend at this point, but you can definitely
Oh.
hear them up there. It's echoing down.
I was gonna try to shoot at him with my bow.
Oh, good idea. Piss them off more.
At that point, you feel the ground shake, as you're pretty sure the rhino's trying to break through.
Oh boy.
Boom!
Have fun with that.
House shoes will travel.
So y'all are continuing deeper in?
Hessler's.
Yep, I'm following.
I have
this.
no say in the matter.
As y'all continue down this strange, winding path, Hessler, you're starting to see odd things. Things in the rubble that make up the ground that seems to stand out. Things that don't seem like rocks, but similarly shaped. Definitely some kind of mineral, but you don't have time to stop and look. Until you go a ways down, and you find a large pillar carved into the stone wall.
Well. More ruins to delve and seek.
What is this, Hessler?
Ruins of some sort or another.
Can you read it?
Yes, let's read the pillar. Doesn't have anything on it.
Oh,
I could look at it and see if I know the architecture, but we are also somewhat on the run.
that's true.
And as
Does
light
it
as
have
Raz
any-
is, she's still a bit of a burden to carry.
Wait,
It's like a
You're
6-year-old
right.
at 3 in the morning. You're going, When the fuck did you get this big?
I remember
I mean,
you guys
Raz is light, but she's also on the curvier side, so
I,
maybe a little heavier.
I remember you saying that there were pillars up there that the rhino was walking around. Is this one of the same ones?
It's hard to tell. These ones look similar, maybe the same kind of structure, but these ones are thinner.
Ah,
You can see the tips look like they had some kind of cap at one point, but they've eroded rather badly.
Like I said, I could spend 10 minutes looking at them, but we don't have the time.
yeah.
We
All
need
right.
to move further and deeper in.
All right.
As you'll do, it takes a while, but you'll come across what looks to be a large antechamber of something. Antechamber. And you see, the first thing that you notice, Hessler, is in one of the pillars along the side of the room, there's a lever.
Pull the lever.
Pull the
Pull the
lever.
lever.
Pull the lever, pull the lever.
There's not the one to pull the lever.
Oh.
Steve probably is.
He's an archaeologist, for God's sake. He knows what the lever does. It's never anything good.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
fair.
It could be acid coming down at us.
It wouldn't be acid. Acid nullifies after long periods of time. Very rarely are they used for traps unless in a constantly roamed area.
So what will you do?
Pull the
I mean-
lever.
There isn't a. We're not stopped here. There's just a random lever.
It's in the large antechamber you've walked into.
But is there an exit from the antechamber?
You can see several different pathways.
Oh man.
As well, there is a large pedestal. Well, not a pedestal, a large raised platform in the center. And you can see with your eyes that there are strange markings all along the top of the antechamber, which seems to go rather high. At this point, you haven't heard the sounds of the creatures in a while. They're probably still back there, but y'all are pretty deep underground at this point.
Tesla recognized the runes.
You do not. You can feel that tingle of interest coming from your gut.
It's saying pull the lever.
It's not saying pull the lever.
What will the two of you do?
Well, if Hessler's not going to pull the lever, I'm surely not going to pull the lever.
Oh.
Well,
You're reasonably certain the rhino couldn't get down here, even if it wanted to. The creatures, the other creatures might be able to, but that rhino is not getting through those tunnels.
I'm going to inspect the doors and see if I can tell if there's an airflow coming from one of them.
Currently, they are all closed off, but you do not feel airs coming through the
Okay.
crack.
I thought they were open, so
Closed. With great stone doors.
Comes great stone responsibility.
I was thinking it. Didn't want to say it.
well, the lever will probably open the doors, then shut us in. Do we want to wait out the creatures and see if they come after us, or do we want to just continue on before they even arrive?
So all these stone doors are shut.
Yes.
There's no way. I'm going to make a logical assumption that if we pull the lever, one of the stone doors is going to open up, and then there's going to be like a zombie behind it.
Could be.
I would welcome a zombie at this point compared to those things.
Steve goes towards the lever.
Yes. Fight even a CR 1/8 creature when 1/30 of your current party members is unconscious.
Steve pulls the lever.
Pulls the lever, and you hear gears start to turn, ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Okay, Hessler.
And the first thing that
Dragon-
happens is a door slams shut on the way y'all came, to nobody's surprise.
Bingo.
But you do see all 5 of the other patches open up. But there is still more noise going on. You hear ka-chunk, 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 as suddenly this entire area lights up. As you see light is getting filtered in through holes at the very top, as if somehow moved deep underground. There's also another sound. It's a very different sound than the ka-chunking of mechanics. It seems almost humanish. And that's when you realize it's definitely humanish, because that's screaming.
Oh no.
And it's coming from above you.
Oh no.
I yell out, Becklin?
Sounds like more than one individual screaming.
Becklin times 3.
Hessler?
As y'all look up, and you see 4 individuals falling out of the ceiling.
How high is the ceiling again? You said 40?
It's a bit higher than that.
Have fun catching them.
It's about 120.
Yeah, Hessler's going to step out of the way of that.
Yep.
And splat.
So y'all are just standing there and watching the figures fall?
I mean, we're liable to get crushed if they hit us. So,
So I'm going to throw my bedroll to help somebody's fall.
As they are falling, you see one of them reach out with their hand as they're approaching, and you hear the sound of magic being cast before a pulse of green energy passes over the ground, and they stop just an inch before the ground. Before the magic fails and they land with a thwomp. It's at that point you realize, Hessler, you know these bitches.
It's hey,
You found the party.
Oh yay.
Oh,
As
I thought it was gonna be
Dara,
Ariel Tan.
Williams, and the Frost Call girls have just fallen through the ceiling.
Huh. Hey guys, gals. Hey, can you help Raz over here real quick and heal me as well?
Wait, I'm there?
Yes. As for what's happened with the rest of the party, as y'all were waiting, pacing, y'all were just about to decide to go after the others when suddenly the ground underneath you disappeared.
Ah, there it is.
And y'all went careening into a maw in the ground you didn't know was there, and there's a lot of falling. Zinnia cast Featherfall right before y'all hit the ground.
Oh, well, I can't believe I fell for that trick again.
Zinnia, I love you.
My buddy.
She flips
Yeah,
you
Zinnia,
off
thanks a lot.
as she is
Uh,
face down on the ground.
let's see. Oh shit. Looks at the two of them. Is she alive? Is Raz okay? Never mind. And I go over there and I use my last lay on hands point to heal Raz.
And
Oh,
then I
that was
point
a
at my
bad
leg.
idea.
You're unconscious for like. I only have 1 point left, anyways.
That would.
That wakes
Yes,
him up.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, why do my
See,
legs
this is
hurt so
why I
bad?
saved a point.
Hey Raz, you want to jump off some cliffs again?
Again?
What?
No.
Okay, you're all alive, but what in the name of the gods happened?
Well, you
Where
see
the
my leg
fuck
here.
are we?
Hey, my leg is injured. I can't tell stories with an injured leg.
Oh, sure you can. It makes you a better character.
And I'm almost dying here.
It's at this point, however, you'll start to hear grinding of gears.
Shit looks around for the source of the gears.
It's coming from above you.
Is the roof closing up?
No, and you
Please tell me
very
it
much
is.
tell that's not gears naturally working. That's gears
Oh.
missing.
Oh shit.
Hessler, you've been in ruins long enough to recognize this sound as the sound of everything about to go horribly, horribly wrong.
Everyone through the third door.
Okay.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Running.
As the lot of you rush forward, going through the middlemost door just in time for the roof to start collapsing. And as it does, and as you rush down the hallway, that for tonight is where I'm gonna have to leave it. Good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun. I have no idea what's coming next. You have no idea what's coming next. We're gonna be finding out together next week. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.